Friends and subscribers, a quick little video about Taiwan. Taipei, what it's like. Well, it's taken me a while to get over the drink and get over here. I'm surprised that I hadn't been here before, not just for the coins, but also just to check it out and to see what it's like, learning experience, whatever. If I were to sum up Taiwan, I would say that if you take one part Hong Kong and one part Japan, Tokyo, and put it together, that's what you get. It's really surprising to me that it's got such a Japanese influence. You see that over there, the lanterns on the rope? That's Japanese style. A lot of Japanese restaurants, a lot of great seafood. There is a Korean influence here too as well, but it's really more South China feel to it. Hong Kong has the style of signs on every street, and very clean in comparison to some mainland cities for sure. People are highly educated. They speak quite good English. Food is excellent, and the street food in particular is excellent, bordering on gourmet for street food prices, and quite clean. Right there is your average neighborhood street vendors lined up, and tonight they'll be going berserk there. But you can get all kinds of seafoods and delicacies on the street that you might not find anywhere else but in a seafood restaurant, and you can get it on the cheap, and that's one of the great things about Taipei for sure. The parks maybe are not as well done as they are in the mainland, but you can imagine that real estate is a premium here for sure, and that is why. Of course, the buildings are a little bit older because most of these were built 20th century, and they got their act together quicker post World War II, and we all know the story of what happened there with the Nationals coming over and setting up shop and getting a multi-decade head start on the mainlanders for development and prosperity. And yet still there are still some quirks here with the banking system and with their trade policy and things of that nature that are a little bit backwards and asinine. But basically the entire country is all centered around one big city. By far most of the population are over on the west side in Taipei, and so that is why it's just like a really big Hong Kong really is what it's like. Or just imagine New Jersey with a very big capital city sticking in the middle of it, and that's the experience here. As far as whether or not the mainland is going to take full control over Taiwan is yet to be determined. We do know this for a fact, that it's been confirmed that there are American tactical nukes in the mountainous areas around Taipei and throughout Taiwan, and those are there to deter Beijing from getting their hand in the cookie jar and and taking over here and swallowing up Taiwan, which they've always assumed was theirs, regardless of what the people want. And I don't know a mainland Chinese that will admit that Taiwan is not part of China. Although the people that I've been talking to here, every one of them says, no, this is not China, this is Taiwan. So you do the math on that. I think that although people are higher educated than they've ever been in the mainland, there still seems to be a lot of denial, and the brainwashing machine that is the Chinese communist mainland has done a great job of convincing everybody that all of Asia should be theirs. And you'll get that a lot in private when you talk to Chinese nationals, that they feel that all of Asia should be under Beijing's thumb, regardless of any type of history, and that includes the Korean Peninsula, which the government will not risk talking about as far as whether it is. I'm going to make this really simple for anyone that's confused. To any of my mainland friends that may be watching, see that flag? That's a Taiwan flag. See this currency? It's Taiwan dollars. Okay? So, if it was part of People's Republic of China, they wouldn't be flying that flag. They'd be flying the Chinese star. And they would be using red money. But they aren't. So, it makes it impossible to debate that this is China. It is not. It is Taiwan, a sovereign country. Okay, it's all about sovereignty. If you have sovereignty, you can make your own laws, you can print your own currency, and you can basically enter trade agreements at your own whim. Another example, Xi Jinping cannot just fly to Taiwan anytime he wants. He has to get permission from the Taipei authority in Taiwan to come to China. If this was part of China and was the People's Republic of China, he could fly here anytime he would like. In addition, Taiwan people do not pay taxes to Beijing. That tells you that Taiwan is its own country. Anyone that is educated and has any logic on their side will understand clearly that Taiwan is not part of China.